if I enroll in as a person for an art class or a dance class, will that work good for me? Or any of these myths if you like to dissolve at the moment.
Okay, so I'll go one by one.
Yeah.
First, about the myths part of it, it being an art class or a dance class. I think
Yeah.
there's a very, very common misconception that
Yeah.
expressive arts, movement sessions, it's a dance class or it's something that we're going to create with art.
Yeah.
I think, to be fair, it's also a misleading term, dance and movement therapy. It's more movement than it's dance, so to
Okay.
say. So it's not a dance class. It's not an art session. We are not looking at an output. That's the first thing I say in any of my DMT sessions, that this is
That's
not
so
a dance
crucial.
class. And I can see a lot of people's body just relax that, oh, this is not a dance class. There are no choreography. There is no structure, steps that you need to follow. This is not something right or wrong that you're doing. But what we're doing instead, we're looking at something what we call in the world of DMT is your own movement language. How you move. So even like walking, for that matter, that's movement. So we start with that. So a lot of people, they say that I'm not a dancer, I can't attend this, I'm not an artist, I don't know, it looks so weird when I do that. So we try to bring that in, that it's not about performance. It's not about how it looks like, it's about the expression. How does it feel like, the felt experience of it, but not how you're looking. So in fact, what I've seen in my experience, a lot of dancers find it difficult to let go of the structures and discipline they have in the body.
I can now think in terms of the Bharatanatyam, the Kathak dances, where the postures like ye mudra, wo mudra, of course that's essential in dance practice, but to let go of that ekdam structure and kadak postures, I think
because that's
the
what
thing.
they've been trained for so long.
They are trained,
all dancers for that matter, in any form. So it's difficult to let go of that at times. For people who have no experience with dance, or it's difficult for them to move, they feel a little shy, it's still okay. We bring it built in bit by bit. We sometimes include props so that it's not very daunting to move the body. We bring in group activities, we bring in some games, say for example. So that's how we sort of initiate that contact with the body, see what's coming up for you, and again, there's no right or wrong. All movements are welcome in the sessions.
There's no right or wrong. I mean, that's the most important we need today, because in performative culture of social media, where everything is open to likes, shares, and comments, I think that this practice, I think, gives a differentiator from being an observer's lens to a intuitive and feeling lens, and
Absolutely.
That's what it gives.